Good fish, folks. Very good fish. Oh, wow, that's a net. That's a net job. Look at that. Look at that, will ya? Oh, wow. That's a big fish, folks.
Boy, did I learn some lessons today, folks. And through this video, I'm going to pass them along to you. So, I started things off in the dark. Point number one, getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. But the primary subject of this video is going to be explaining to you the importance of tidal flow, the importance of the tide as it relates to snakehead fishing, and how you can use it to your benefit to catch more fish. So let's get straight to the video, and through this video, different points I'll interject to pass on specifically the lessons that I learned, so that when you hit the water, you can use them. All right, folks, let's get to it.
There she is. First fish of the day. Little snakey snake. All right. There you go.
Now, when I first got here, folks, I was throwing an inline spinner. I was throwing a swim bait. That one small snakehead you saw me catch, that came on the swim bait. But I was wrestling with myself. I was like, do I change to the chatterbait this early? I really wanted to explore my options. But as you'll see at the end, it became unavoidable.
The mosquitoes bad out here. Yeah, I always hear about the blackwater mosquitoes, and I've never really experienced them, to be honest. And boy, I'm making up for lost time today. What do we have? What is that? Frickin' blue cat.
As fast as snakehead range has been expanding, folks, blue cats have been expanding just about as fast, and I'm pretty sure they're doing theirs naturally. You can find them in almost every tributary of the Chesapeake Bay at this point, if not every one. Now, you saw me get the one on the swim bait. You saw me get the blue cat on the inline spinner. I then went to the topwater hollow body lure because I was still being stubborn. I didn't want to throw the chatterbait yet, and I wanted to fish shoreline. So I'm not saying it didn't pay off, as you'll see in a second, but there's still a better way to go that we'll get to in a minute.
There she is. That's a decent fish. There she is. That's about a, what, about 21 inch fish? Very pretty. Yeah, I see you, little monster, looking at me. Yeah, I know. I'll be off here in a minute. Could have had you off by now. But you want to play around. There you go. There you are. All right. All right, that's two. Boy, she crushed it. I mean, she crushed it. I just saw something big, folks, and it looked like feeding behavior.
Now watch closely here, because what you're going to see on the left, I cast it and spooked that fish because he followed me in and I didn't realize it. But keep your eyes peeled. I'm about to get another shot.
Oh, ooh. Ooh. Oh, oh, spooked the hell out of him.
So as you can see, folks, with that second cast, I spooked that fish. But there's two key lessons here. One, always finish your retrieves, and two, don't set the hook until you know they have it.
Damn.
Now, folks, you can see, up to this point, I'm not doing all that great. I'm not skunked, but I'm not tearing it up either. What I eventually figured out that I had to do was find the bays, the small bays on the shoreline that empty during an outgoing tide. In a moment, I'm going to stumble upon just that, and you'll see what happens.
There he is. That's a nice fish. That's a nice fish. Oh yeah, bigger than I thought. Wow. Should have known by the head shakes. That's a nice one. That's a nice fish. Okay. To be honest, folks, I've been getting kind of worried out here. I feel like this fish has been hard to find and pattern. I haven't had a lot of luck. But put on my little itty bitty chatterbait, started fishing it, and here she is. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's off the hook and almost hooked me in the leg. You rascally rascal, you. How did you do that? Boy, you fish are gifted when it comes to jacking up some gear.
Now, folks, while I'm undoing that mess that snakehead made, let me explain to you exactly what finally led me to my success here. On an outgoing tide, bays or tributaries like this empty of their bait fish, and snakehead will stage at the mouth, and other predatory fish for that matter, waiting for those small bait fish to come out. So, what's important about tidal fishing with snakehead? Check out these shallow bays, especially on an outgoing tide, and fish them within them, but especially at the mouth, because those predatory fish, including snakehead, will be there waiting.
All right. That's a solid fish. That is a very solid fish. That's probably a 25, 26 incher, and she's thick, boy. I mean, she is thick. Oh, there goes there. That's why you put a float on it, guys. That right there, that's why you put a float on it. Come here. Come here. Gotcha. Let's see here. Oh, she is a thick one. Boy, she's thick. 26 and a half. 26 and a half. You gorgeous beast, you. What a fatty. What an absolute fatty. Let's see. Yeah, she's up around 6 or 7 pounds. Dang it, I just want to take you off now. Come on. Cut it out. You rascal.
If I've said it once, I've said it a million times, folks. Put those floats on your lip grippers.
Come here. You big rascal, you. Go on now. Boy, she smashed that chatterbait. I needed that. Boy, I needed that confidence boost. Heck yeah.
Now I'm going to stop here for a minute and give you the specifics of the gear that I'm using out here. But if you want to skip that and get straight to the fish of the day, go to the time mark listed in the video above. Now, first things first, I use Suffix braid, usually 20 or 30 pound, and I cannot say enough about this line. As long as I'm retying my knots after every few fish, never fails me. Excellent, excellent, excellent line. Point number 2, this is a very small chatterbait, probably a 1/8 ounce, and the trailer on it is a Kitech swim bait. Killer combination. But for right now, let's get back to some more of the instruction that I'm passing along to you to let you know how I got these fish today.
Folks, I think I'm really onto something with this recent lure change. Since the nice snake that you just saw, probably about a 6-7 pound fish, since that one, I've had a small bass chase it right up to the boat, and I just missed another big snakehead. I think we're definitely onto something with this rig here. Just thank God. Well, folks, I'll put it to you this way. When I saw the forecast, I was not planning on coming out here. Much as I love snakehead fishing, I was going to just wave off and go catfishing. And a natural question would be, why? Why would you do that? Especially as a snakehead lover like me. Well, I saw the forecast and I knew there was going to be a giant storm surge. We have what used to be Hurricane Dorian, the remnants of it. It has pulled a lot of water up along Maryland's eastern shore. Throughout Maryland and Chesapeake, honestly, but definitely around the eastern shore. And generally speaking, I will not fish for snakehead if I know the water conditions are going to have it where the snakehead grounds are essentially flooded. Because trying to target snakehead in flooded conditions is usually just god awful. They just get way up in the reeds and you'll never be able to cast them. The majority of the fish will be out of your reach the entire day. And thus far, having only caught maybe 3 or 4 snakehead at this point, I had me getting really discouraged. Like, I knew it. I knew I should have stayed home. But now I put on this little itty bitty chatterbait. Threw a Kitech trailer on there. Oh, another hit. And now I'm starting to get bit. And if I can, you know, maintain this pace of bites right here, then hey, I'm a happy man.
By the way, big shout out to Matt Fletcher and his buddy, who I want to say his name was Ed, so my bad, bro, if I'm misremembering your name. I'm terrible with names, but I came out here today and forgot my bug repellent. And had I not run into those 2 guys, I may have left by now. Because the fishing, oops, there he is, fish on. Another snake, nice. Because the fishing up to this, oh, there he goes. The fishing up to this point hasn't been that great. So getting eaten alive by mosquitoes without catching fish at the same time, I would have almost left by now. So shout out to Matt and Ed. Thanks, guys. Lifesavers. All right, let's get back to it.
Good fish. Good fish, folks. Very good fish. Oh yeah, oh wow. Oh wow, that's a net. That's a net job. That is a net job. Okay, I made the right call. I was questioning before if I made the right call coming out here. And I did. Look at that. Look at that, will ya? Oh wow. That's a big fish, folks. That is a really big fish. Oh man, yeah, we got a pattern going. We got a pattern going. Every once in a while, folks, chatterbait is king, and today is such a day. Whew, this is a big fish. Oh, it's a big fish. Oh, look at that. That's even bigger than the last one. She'll be close to 30 and probably about 8 pounds or so. That's my estimate from eyeballing her. But we'll get a good look at her in a moment. Get that in there, thank you. There he goes, there he goes. Say, get out my mouth. Oh, and he just threw the hook. Well, that works out. Aside from the fact that you done jacked everybody up at home. There you go. There she is. Yeah, that's even bigger than the last one. Even bigger than the last one. Wash you off real quick. Make sure you're at your most prettiest. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, this time I'm going to clip you off instead of trying to hold on to you like an idiot. And you're just in right where I didn't want to go. That's unfortunate. Right to where I got her. Now, let's see if I can do this. Get out here to open water so I don't spook any more shoreline. Whew. All right. Let's get a length on you, gorgeous. Come here, buttboard. Just in case. Let me see this. There we go. Estimate is 27. Maybe 28, definitely 27. 28. Or maybe like 29 and 7/8. Oh, you beauty, you. You beauty, you. Oh, I love you fish so much. You have a good one now. You have a good one now. Man, I love those fish. They are so much fun. So beautiful. And boy, she hit that thing with a vengeance. I dropped it down almost right on her. She turned on it and hit it I have to assume on the fly, because I had to reel up a significant ways to get tension to set the hook, which means she was running with it. Towards me, to be clear. Which is nothing new for snakehead, that's for certain. All right, folks, we got a pattern. We for sure have a solid pattern. Whew. Yes.
Well, folks, as is normal in my experience with tidal fishing, after that fish, the bite actually more or less shut down. I picked up a few more small ones, but that was pretty much it, because it's a pattern I've seen that when the tide is flowing, you get a good bite on that tidal water. When it's not, that bite can shut down. I've seen it here. I've seen it on Mattawoman Creek down in the Potomac. So check your forecasts, find when that tide's going to be outgoing, and then find those shallow bays and creek mouths and key on them. The fish are waiting. Thanks for watching, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a good one.